Yeah, should be live now. So I'm going to be playing some stuff related to Hero today, some more. So yeah, in the last stream I did a lot of combos, things like that. Did some experimenting with the Hero. I found out a lot of stuff off stream while I was gone that I do want to test out on stream. And then if we have time later, I want to make I guess my predictions on the Heroes matchup chart, or what I can guess. I know the hero hasn't been out for like 24 hours or anything, and I haven't played against all the characters in the game, especially not like online or anything, because I actually haven't played online with the hero yet. I've just been doing test and training mode basically, and yeah, I can make a guess. Pretty much all that I have to say about that. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be testing a lot of stuff related to the hero today. So, he's based, or a lot of his, strengths and weaknesses are shared by a lot of other characters. And I know most matchups for most of the characters. Like, I know most of the stronger matchups, most of the weaker matchups for specific characters. Especially ones that are, similar to Hero, so I think I should be able to make a pretty decent guess. Although, don't expect it to be 100% accurate if I do make that. Although, I'm not going to be doing that right now. Right now, I want to work on combos. So, in the last story, we found out that up air, if you do a falling up air, will basically combo into anything in existence. Let's try to do strong hit. Nope, not strong hit there. There we go. So, yeah, if you get a stronger hit, it will actually work out a bit better. And I'm going to be turning on Trajectory Guide today. And, CPU shuffling, stale moves, all that fun stuff to make sure that the damage output and potential combos are good. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, like, up tilt just has a massive amount of range, so anytime that you land a falling up air, you can pretty much land an up tilt guaranteed. One thing I have noticed about the hero today, is that his grab is really bad. So I'll be talking about that a bit more on my matchup chart. Not making a tier list today, just a matchup chart. So don't worry about that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a few weeks before the tier list is out. Maybe even months. Because I do put a decent amount of time into tier list, as I kind of stated in one of my previous streams. But yeah, the hero has a lot of very strong strings, and there's like a lot of good potential combos, but this is pretty much the most bread and butter combo that you've got for a hero. So you can just up tilt into, up air into up tilt. I keep calling it up tilt for some reason, I really don't know why. And if I do that, I'm sorry, but up air, he uses his foot, and most of the time combos will start with up air. I guess up tilt has a bit too much lag for combos anyway, so that's one way you can tell. It actually has way too much ending lag, and then whenever the ending lag matches the hit stun of your opponent, the knockback from the up tilt will be too great to be able to true combo anyway. Back air, I really don't like this move. I think it's decent for landing, and then in neutral you can kind of just throw back airs out like this. This isn't a hero guide video, by the way, this is just combos, pretty much, or stream. I really like to do this, if somebody's trying to approach, is to try and make them think again about trying to approach, because it does 17%, or I got to 17% a second ago. I guess if you're a bit closer, it does a bit less damage. That's interesting. Yeah, 17.6 there. So it could also be a bit earlier. Maybe it was short hopped. I really don't know. I wasn't trying short hop. Or let me try the hero short hop. Yeah, he has a pretty low short hop. That's decent, but a lot of the hero's moves have a decent amount of startup. Like aerials, I mean. The only ones that don't are like neutral air and up air. Those are pretty much the only ones that don't have like a noticeable amount of startup. Like as you can see, down air has it, back air definitely has it, and forward air has a bit, but it's not too bad. Another combo that I figured out yesterday. I haven't actually seen any new combos, so I'm just gonna try to experiment. I just did low percent combos yesterday, in case you're wondering, so like 0 to 30-ish, that sort of range. that combo there, falling neutral air into fair, or rising fair. This is a very simple combo. It's pretty much a bread and butter. If you can land a short, or just like a falling neutral air, like if you're landing on your opponent with a neutral air, then you can get a fair. And as you can see, it's pretty consistent. I only had it mess up once, but even then, they only have a bit of time to air dodge, so if they do air dodge, you can even, like, bait out an air dodge like that and then try to go for something. But yeah, today, I plan on doing combos and working on specials some as well. Because I kind of touched on specials a bit in the last stream for labbing, but I really didn't get that far into it, so I'm interested to see a few things, for sure. But yeah, this was also a combo that I found, is falling up air into forward smash. It's a bit harder to do. Pretty much any falling up air combo is going to be decently difficult to do. And as you can see, I got a crit as well. That does work at 30%, and if you do land that at 30%, it will kill. At least from this side of the stage. It looks like it would kill from center stage as well. It does 54%, so it's not like it's a weak move or anything like that. But that's basically the combo there, and then you can also land a down air if you want to as well, which I call a Sakurai spike. I saw some Reddit post that had mentioned Sakurai disrespecting CPU, and then I saw that in the stream yesterday whenever I was watching that video, and they said to call it the Sakurai spike or something along those lines, so that's just what I call it because of that. Named after the creator of Smash Brothers, in case you're wondering who a Sakurai is, or what a Sakurai is, if you're just out of the loop, I guess. But yeah, so basically up air will just combo into pretty much everything except for forward tilt, down tilt, and down smash. And then it does combo into itself, but it does not combo into back air. I think it does combo into fair though. Yeah, it combos into fair. I knew it did at a bit higher percent, but I didn't know about lower percents. And then I don't think it combos into nair. Oh wait, it does. Okay. So the only moves that it doesn't combo into then are back air, down tilt, dash grab, I guess, because dash grab's really weak. I'll talk more about that later. And down smash, because those hitboxes are either too low or they have a bit too much startup. Forward smash basically just barely has enough from what I can tell here. I haven't tested the frames on that, but I'm pretty sure it's like the bare minimum, as that is a 0% hit stun, so it's a bit less than hit stun at like 50%. Which, speaking of 50%, that's the range that we're going to work today, is around 50 or higher percent for combos. I just wanted to show some of my findings from yesterday's combo videos. I know that I did all of that stuff a bit late into that video, and I'm sure people were a bit disinterested whenever I was looking at stuff like the Heroes Classic Mode route and things like that. Because I did that before I did the combos and the labbing. But yeah, very interesting stuff from the hero. I'm thinking of picking up this character as a secondary rather than a main. I'm still keeping Mega Man as my main, which you might find interesting, as the hero maybe counters Mega Man. That's something a bit more for the characters, what's it called? Man, the name's the same. Matchup chart, sorry. I couldn't think of the name at all. But yeah, that's something a bit more for the matchup chart. Which, like, there are two characters that I would say, for sure, from what I've heard, will be 0 or +1 to hero. Or maybe even, actually. It's gonna be somewhere around that. And it's King Dedede and, Mega Man. Because Mega Man has a lot of good options against the hero. Like, he can trade with a lot of the hero's projectiles that are a bit weaker. Which is really good, because the hero's a very projectile-heavy character. In neutral, at least. For combos, projectiles aren't that important. But yeah, I'm trying to do up air, down air, just to see if I can get it to work. But yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay. So let's turn up the percent then. And then DDD can actually absorb, I believe, any of Hero's down special moves, which I wanted to test that. Like, I mean, any of the Hero's projectiles. And I'm also wondering if side specials are projectile. And then the only matchups that I think currently are +1 against Hero are Fox, Wolf, and Pikachu. But I'll have to test those a bit more. I'm sure you can guess why on some of them. Yeah, that still works at about 50. Which is really good, because that's a nice way to build up 20% just off of 2 hits. Oh, and back air works now. That's really interesting, actually. So you can just... Up air has a lot more hits than I thought. I'm not good at doing, like, roar back air out of a combo like this, so... I just have to land on the other side of Falcon while I'm facing away from him to do it. Oh man, I accidentally did fair. Still. I mean, I'm not that great at, like, turning around and then doing a move. But yeah, it looks like you want to space out the hits for each of the heroes' aerials, which is interesting. That's something I didn't pick up on yesterday. And it looked like forward smash would have worked there. If forward smash works at 50, then that means that the hero will be able to kill consistently at 50. No, it just lines up for it pretty well. Okay. So you can do, like, air dodge baiting, I guess. But I really like that as an edge guard tool. I'll get more into specials later, but I just want to work on combos for now, basically. I think I've said that a few times, but just in case people are wondering about me talking about other moves, I will do that later. Because yesterday I pretty much focused on combos for an hour straight. This might be very similar to that, but maybe for not as long. But yeah, up tilt still not a combo. Anything. A lot of people thought down tilt was going to be a combo move, but it has way too much inline. And not enough hits done to account for it. And knockback as well. But yeah, I'm wondering, does Neutral Layer combo into itself? That might be something to test at lower percents. I would assume that it would. That was still fair. Okay, let me just try this. Yeah, it does combo into itself, okay. It's just a bit tight. Because you have to make sure that you stop moving. Okay, and let's turn it back up to 50, actually. So, back air is not a combo move, by the way, in case you're wondering. It has too much knockback. But I think fair could be useful. Also, I meant to try this yesterday, but I had just completely forgotten. Is, dash tag out of up air. So let me try it 0. Because this was one move that I didn't try because I just didn't think about it. I think it has a bit too much startup, and you also have to move yourself a bit forward, so maybe it works like around 15 to 20. Yeah, it looks like you go a bit too far underneath Falcon for that to actually work. If you moved a bit forward, then it would, for sure. Like, maybe Nair dash attack works. I mean, it lines up for it, but it doesn't work. But yeah, here's the hero's grab range. So you have to be very close to your opponent to be able to get a grab. I meant to get a grab there. Oh wait. I'm trying to do like, what's it called? A pivot grab. It's like you have to turn around and grab your opponent really quickly. I can do it accidentally fine, but I cannot do it, intentionally for some reason. But yeah, you have no throw combos at all. Like, you can line up a fair, but that's not true. You can do up throw up air at like 0, which, I mean, I guess that's a throw combo technically, but the hero's throws and, throw combos are very bad. Which I think is something that kind of holds it back. It's because our hero's aerials are really laggy. Or not really laggy, but slow. They just don't really go fast enough for you to be able to get combos and things like that. I'm actually wondering, Accelerate should be able to boost up your combo game, but I really don't want to test Accelerate combos yet, because it's very random on if you get Accelerate or not. Yeah, up air, down air work? No. I think I'd already tried that, but it's not gonna work. Up air should still work. I accidentally did fair there, but yeah, it still works. It's very weak though. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's about it for 50% combos. It's just up air fair and up air up air. And then up air back air as well. I haven't done that one in a while, but it still works. Cause I got it to work accidentally, so that's how I know it works. There we go, so that was it intentionally there. And I'm pretty sure that's getting the high damage part of the back air as well, so that's really good. So now I'm gonna try at about 70, see if there's anything interesting. Okay, so up air fair still works. I'm pretty sure up air fair is just like a bread and butter that works forever. And then I'm assuming up air works still. Maybe not though. It will definitely work with Accelerate, but yeah, that's a really good combo there. So I'm thinking if I can land like that, that might be a kill confirm at higher points. But I don't know when back air starts killing on its own. And I'd have to use that as like a base. But yeah, down air is really strong. I haven't talked about that much, but it kills very quickly for a spike. Like, there are a lot of weaker spikes to pull from. Although I think Pit's spike got buffed. I haven't tested any other character outside of Hero in 4.0, so I'll have to see how they behave. All of the buffs and nerfs, how they work. Oh, apparently, in case you didn't know this, the Hero's bounce will be able to negate like 90% of the damage from Charizard's Flare Blitz. I don't really know why it works, but I need to see if that's a thing with like Fox's Shine or not, because its bounce is only a reflector as far as I know, but if it doesn't work with Fox's Shine, that means it might be a bit more than a reflector, or it could just be where the hitbox are positioned, or the hitbox is positioned. I meant to say hitboxes are, but it just doesn't want hitbox, so then I said hitbox are, and that's not English. But yeah, I'm pretty sure up air stopped working, yeah. Unless we have Accelerate. And then comboing into any smash attack doesn't work. Oh, up air still works. Okay, so that's basically still combos that work there. So let's try at about 90. Yeah, I don't think any combos are gonna work here. Like any ones that were working at 70, I think this is when up air stops comboing. And you have to start going for kill moves. But yeah, it looks like up air back air lines up, but it's not true. And then up air fair lines up, it's not true. But up air back air kills, so that's why I was a bit more interested in it. But yeah, you barely hit your opponent for that. And then up air fair is a bit inconsistent, it looks like. You have to get kind of a running start. I think that one might work with Accelerate as well. Yeah, I wanted to see if the back hit of Nair is a combo starter. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, this is something that really interests me as well. The hero doesn't have hitboxes on the side of their up smash. And I meant to display this. I haven't displayed this at all. But I'm wondering if whenever you get something like Slike Up, if you get invincibility. No, you don't. But yeah, Slike Up kills at like 2, so that's gonna be an interesting part of this combo slash just like hero discussion and gameplay at the same time. But yeah, I think combos start working around like 80 or 70-ish, so at least on Captain Falcon. That's my main sparring opponent, I guess, for training mode, because they're a fast faller, so combos work a bit easier. And they also have a pretty large hitbox, so it's pretty easy to connect hits. Their recovery is also really easy to practice edgeguarding against, so it's just a really good character for combos. Or, not combos, but for training mode. It looks like Fair will be able to kill out of a neutral air at this percent. Or, not at this percent, but... Well, I mean, yeah, technically at this percent, but it looks like it might kill a bit faster as well. And I'm pretty sure that is an accelerate combo. Because Hero's airspeed increases pretty significantly whenever you have accelerate active. Here, let me just try to get an accelerate combo here. Your jump height also increases, which I find to be a bit strange. Because it's not mentioned. Yeah, that's really awkward. And accelerate seems to be like the most common down special move. Yeah, that's really awkward. Because of your jump height and everything. Wait, jump height. Now am I getting an accelerate? This is interesting. There we go. So I wanted to try... I wanted to see if up air works out. Or like up air fair. Yeah, it increases your jump height, which is really strange to me. Like, I wouldn't think it would do that. But yeah, this like barely doesn't work. Up air fair. Like, I'm pretty sure at 85 it would work. No, it doesn't work there either. It still works at 80 though. I know up air, back air might kill here. Or not no, but I think it might kill here. But I keep doing fair. And it's not even true. Fair either. The problem with practicing combos like this on Falcon is that it's idle animation. It's really awkward. Okay, so that still works, but does back air work, is my question. I mean, I would think so, but it doesn't really look like it. I think the hit stun changes a bit at this percent, which is strange, but I don't really know how else to explain why this wouldn't work at this percent. That lines up for that really well. I was wondering if that would line up. Okay. And then, hold on. Okay, so that might work at 70. I'm seeing if I can integrate other moves and just up air into this video. Or stream, sorry. I guess it's gonna be both at some point. I'm doing it a bit too low. Yeah, that lines up for it at 60. If you like land this move at all, then you die. Or your opponent dies. What percent does this actually kill at? Hey, I'm pretty sure it killed at 50 there. Like, this move is insane. I mean, it would kill at 30 at ledge. Like, imagine just, like, knocking someone off stage with, like, a fair. Or maybe something more like back air. Or it'd have to be at a bit higher percent for this scenario to work. But you can see what I'm trying to say, basically, is that you knock them off the side, and then you just get an edge guard with that. Yeah, I didn't do it at the ledge, okay. I did not mean to kill at 60. Oh, it just killed at 60. I'm not trying to kill at the moment. Yeah, that's death. But yeah, if you got this thing off stage, I'm pretty sure it could kill at 0. I just can't line it up right. Oh, it doesn't connect in the air. I forgot about that. I actually did know that. Or it sometimes does, it just drops out a lot. But yeah, this still works at 50%, so that's good. But yeah, you can still do things like that and get it to line up, but this is probably the best way to edge guard for the hero. Because that hits underneath the ledge, slightly. Which I think is very stupid. And unbalanced, but I mean, there are a few things I think about the hero that don't really make him balanced, but there are a lot of other things that really aren't that great for the hero. Like, his jab's not that good, in my opinion at least. It's decent at edge guarding, or if you're trying to do something like that, but like, if you're just, like, trying to hit somebody at the ledge with a move, he can get out jab because it has a decent amount of range off stage. It doesn't 2-frame or anything, but just in case you're unsure about the recovery. But then he's got something like forward tilt to just completely eliminate all need for jab, because if you just run up, if someone's spamming projectiles, like let's say you're fighting against a Mega Man or something and they're spamming projectiles, every time that they spam projectiles, you just forward tilt, and it will either trade with the projectiles or just completely block them with the first hit. So then you just get in for free against the character. But there are a few things I think that work in Mega Man's favor. Like, I'm pretty sure Crash Bomber doesn't get affected by side special. I haven't tested that, and I haven't heard if it does or not, so I'm gonna see. But that's just a guess. I will be testing a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, I guess now we can actually get into that. So, the hero has the down special. I'm wondering what the percent of that, or of thwack killing is. But here's something that's broken. And then you can see, like, you can just do something like that, except your opponent match out, or whatever. I'm also wondering if Slide Up will stack with, oomph. I just saw it there, but I didn't grab it. Or how much does, up tilt do? So 16.16 compared to 11.3. It does 18 point. Wait, oomph does more damage than Slide Up? Oh wait, I actually didn't know that, because I think the way that it works is weird. So yeah, that does stack. That's weird, okay. To say the least, it's weird. Okay, so it didn't kill. I'm wondering what the percent of it killing at 0 is. Is it whack or thwack that kills? Because there's two. So, whack thwack may instantly... Okay, so I guess both of them do the same thing. Sizz, sizzle are the same. Bang and kaboom. Kamikaze, blow yourself up. Magic burst, snooze, and heal. Oomph. Attack and launch up, defense slightly down. Oh wait, there's like debuffs? I didn't know that. and then accelerate and let resistance slightly down, and then speed and jump up for accelerate. Bounce like projectiles. Flame makes you invincible, but you can't move. Zoom, rise upward, you're invincible while rising. Hocus Pocus triggers a random command or status effect. Flame Slash. Flame Slash has a bit more range than Crackle, but I think Crackle gets more damage. And then Hatchet Man is an instant critical hit, but it has a pretty long delay, which makes it really good at ledge trapping if you're trying to catch people like air dodging to stage. Metal Slashes like Chaos Metal foes, including Clay, and Psych Up power per next attack. So it doesn't say what the difference between Psych Up and Oomph is. But if I had to guess, Psych Up gives you a lot more knockback, but Oomph gives you a bit of knockback and much more damage. Like, I'm pretty sure Psych Up just makes it where your knockback is significantly increased. Although it doesn't really specify. But that is interesting how some of the commands are the same, or some of, like, the spells. Does this have, like, a limited time to be open? I was holding down B there. Okay, I'm guessing it just has a limited time. Also, this was something I learned today. If you use the C stick whenever you choose an option and you move it in the opposite direction, then you'll B reverse it pretty much. Sorry, my nose was hurting there. But if you just want to catch someone off guard, I'm guessing Thwack. Oh, so there is a difference between those two. And then let's see. So what's the difference between Kaboom and Bang? Okay, so what's Kaboom there? Kaboom does more. Kaboom's a lot better, actually. I'm assuming that's the same thing with, like, Sizz and Sizzle. So Sizz, 17.0. And then Sizzle, where is that? Okay. Yeah, Sizzle uses more mana as well, so I'm guessing that, yeah, and it did 31. So I'm guessing that's what the thing is. But yeah, this projectile, the snooze projectile, is really busted. In my opinion, at least. So, normally, I don't know if this has changed with the Heroes update, but normally whenever you put someone to sleep, if they jump out of the way while you're sleeping, and they just like footstool on top of you, then you won't go to sleep. You just completely going to sleep. And I'm thinking of Jigglypuff's Rest whenever I'm thinking of this, so maybe I just don't remember the move right, but I don't remember you ever being able to, just get put to sleep in the air. I could be wrong about that though. With the hero, he can put you to sleep in the air, so you can just be like approaching him from the air, he hits snooze, and then you just fall off stage, unable to mash out in time. So that's a thing. And then you can also do things like that to catch air dodges. But you have to be really precise. If your opponent shields Hatchet Man, I'm pretty sure it breaks shields instantly as well. I do want to test that. So, let's get this Captain Falcon here. I have my controller with me, so I'm going to be playing with two controllers, so wish me luck, I guess. Yeah, it does appear to instantly break shields. So then you can do something like this. Flame Slash seems pretty weak compared to a lot of the other moves. But yeah, Hatchet Man will instantly break shields. Cracking Slash. Definitely seems interesting. It seems like a nice way to get a lot of damage out. Although I don't know, like, its matching speed or anything. And apparently Hocus Pocus can give you any type of down special move, as well as a few random buffs and debuffs. So I'm trying to just pull up a Hocus Pocus as an example. Yeah, as you can see, I'm now small. Also, another thing I learned. Okay, so basically, let's say I use this, that was a lot of mana gone. If I hit my opponent, I think I get roughly the amount of percent that I do to them back. I'm not really sure if that's the actual number that I get back, but it seems pretty close. I'll have to rewatch the video because I can't really tell in real time because each like second you get mana back anyway, so it kind of messes that number up, but I'm trying to get a Kamikaze to see how much damage it does. Okay, so it does 63, that's a lot. It will instantly kill, or it instantly kills you, so, it kills you first, I mean. I'm wondering if it works in the air. Okay, so I didn't get it there. But yeah, you can actually jump out of that. Really good air dodge. You can also just do that. But, yeah, I need to start jumping out. Okay. Okay, it's not there. Not there. Yeah, I thought I saw it, but it was like hocus pocus and stuff. Kamikaze is very rare compared to a lot of the other moves. Also, I'm pretty sure it's the move that uses the least amount of MP. You only need to have 1 MP. Did not mean to charge that up, but here we go. Kamikaze? No. Am I seriously just not gonna get Kamikaze to test this out? Oh man, I had it at the top, I just didn't notice. Hope I get it back pretty quickly. I can test it up here, actually. That will allow me to focus a lot more if I can test it on the stage, because then I don't have to recover. If you can't tell, this is one of my main issues with the hero. Oh, you don't have to hold down B either? So it is a limited time then. That's something I was doing and was really throwing me off, as I was holding down B the entire time. So all I'm trying to see is if you can do Kamikaze in the air. And stay still. No. 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 Cycle Flash. Here, let me just jump off the side. That way I get a bit more time to look. Here we go. Okay, so it does leave you in the air. You also turn invincible, so that's interesting. And then I wanted to see if you can do the same thing with Magic Burst. Now I get in Kamikaze, now that I don't need it. Nope. Yeah. I think I got the same thing twice there. Here, this is a faster way. Oh yeah, Kamikaze freezes you in the air. Now I'm getting it a lot. I would assume that Magic Burst would, but I really didn't want to test it out. Because if it does, then that's an insane edge guarding tool. If you can do it above the ledge, that is. Like, if you can do it right at the ledge, like, I mean, like in this general area, so you can jump back to stage, because you won't be able to up B, that makes it really strong. Here we go. Okay, so you do freeze in the air. And that's also a pretty decent distance as well. I was just wondering how much distance I covered on top of that. But yeah, very interesting stuff. For sure. Okay, just look at this grab. This grab's not that great. It's got average speed, but it's just really slow, I guess. And it doesn't really cover that much range. Like, it's average, but I think on the slower side, maybe. Yeah, like, it looks like it would be able to grab Falcon there, and it did because of his idle animation, brought him forward a bit, but... I mean, there are a lot of times that I've had where it looks like I would be able to grab someone, but I'm, like, just out of range. Also, falling up air in a match is much harder. I tried a lot today to see if I could, get in some practice on some of my friends, because I did play against people offline. That's how I know a bit more about down special and things like that. I didn't play online anybody, I did play offline with friends. But yeah, I think this is pretty much all I'm going to test for RNG. Like, I think I might do something separate for Thwack and Black. According to what I've heard online, the critical hit rate is 1 out of 8. Okay, so I don't really hear about any of that stuff. Let me see if it talks about it at all. Yeah, it doesn't talk about it here, but I've heard it's 1 out of 8. So I'm just gonna go with that, because I've heard it's about the same as a misfire, so roughly 10%. I know 1 out of 8 is not 10%, but just think of it as like you have a 1 out of 10 chance to be able to get a critical hit. Which isn't that bad. I think that is a lot higher than a 9. But I could be wrong about that. It could just be 1 out of 9 for a 9, but I'm pretty sure it's much lower than that. At least from what I've tested from playing Game & Watch trying to get clutch 9s, but I think Game & Watch is also a character that might be even or +1 with Hero. But I will be talking about more of that stuff, I think momentarily, because I do want to do that now that I've been talking about it some. And then I think after I do that, I'll work on the World of Light speedrun that I plan on doing. I've been routing a Spiritless World of Light speedrun because I will be trying to do that eventually, whenever I get it routed and get into some practice against the bosses. Then I will be doing that. And it will be on easy difficulty, it's not going to be on hard difficulty or anything like that, because I'm trying to do a speedrun, so I actually need to be able to beat the game. But, yeah. There is an easy category for the World of Light speedrunning already on speedrun.com, but there is actually no World of Light Spiritless speedrun. At least any that I've seen currently. So I think I might be the first. It's a very dumb idea, I know, but to do a World of Light Spiritless speedrun because it requires you to play at the top of your game for a very long time. But I won't be going for the true ending. I will just be going for the bad ending. And I will be fighting Galeem as the final boss. Because you just have to get an ending for any percent. I'm not doing 100%, I'm doing 80%. The current 80% world record with spirits on easy is like 3.5 hours, I think. So mine's probably going to be around 7 hours, I would say. Of course, it'll just be like a first speedrun thing, so I will be improving it at a later date. But if I had to guess a time, that'd be my projected time is about 7.5 hours. Or not 7.5, but like 7 hours, maybe 7.5. But it depends on how much I struggle with the bosses, pretty much. Because the bosses are going to be the most important thing. But yeah, let me actually just go ahead and end this stream here. This has just been me labbing with the hero. I will be doing a hero guide on a separate date, and it will be a while from now, because I want to learn a lot more about the hero. But in terms of just learning some general combos, talking about some of its down specials things, I guess one of my thoughts on the hero, I do not think that the hero should be banned from tournaments. That might be a bit of a controversial opinion, I know that it's a big topic of discussion right now, but I don't think they should be banned. Their RNG is not as powerful as Game & Watch in some scenarios. Like the whole Thwack thing, you have to pretty much do this, and then if it says Thwack, then you get Thwack, and then you just pray that it actually kills. And I'm pretty sure Thwack has a higher chance to kill than Whack, because Whack uses less MP and does less damage, so... and it also has a smaller hitbox, but it extends at a different, in a different way. if they should ban anything about the hero, a compromise, I think, would be to ban hero from using down special. Or ban, like, certain moves from down special in tournaments, like Whack and Thwack. Because the hero is a very interesting character to me. I really like their combo styles. Like, I really don't mess with their specials, if you can't tell from this video. So I don't know much about them. I know that Snooze is really imbalanced. Kamikaze is actually pretty balanced, from what I've tested. Like, it's not something that will... It's not a free win button or anything like that. And I don't think Thwack is either, even though it might seem like it. I did get a kill, I think at about 60% with Thwack today. Or no, it was Thwack. I did get a kill with it against some friends in a free-for-all match. Because they all wanted to play it once. None of them played the heroes, surprisingly. I was the only one that did. They wanted to play characters that they normally play. They actually don't own Smash. I'm the only person. Or one of them does, but, I'm the only person that owns the DLC for Smash, and, I guess, out of the three that were there, me and one person actually owned the game, so I'm sure they just want to stick to a character that they learned how to play with, like Snake and Captain Falcon. That's who the other ones played. And then my friend actually picked Ike, even though, the one that owns Smash, because that's their main, currently. They've been maining them since Smash 4, so it's not like they jumped on the bandwagon in Melee or anything, but, I forgot what I was going to say about that. I remember when I thought that was a setup for, critical hits, because I just kept landing critical hits by doing that yesterday. I mean, I got like 2 or 3 in a row, just from doing Nair into forward smash, so I thought it was something that wasn't truly random, because obviously computers have RNG manipulation and things like that, and see, it's working now. It's really difficult to explain, but basically I Naired. I think that if I forward smash on a certain frame, it's a guaranteed critical hit, but I could be wrong. Like, it could just be not the case. But that would give a certain amount of insight, I guess, on how RNG works in Ultimate, for sure. Because I have no idea how it works. I'm sure that there is an explanation, but I have no idea about the basics of RNG and RNG manipulation in this game. But yeah, I will be using the hero in the speedrun as well, in case you're wondering, because the hero will be beneficial in a few different ways. And a few different bosses as well, due to their down air, or I mean not down air, but down special, having a few options on that. I'm wondering if I can get 3 up airs. I mean, I can get 3, but it's not true. I'm still surprised that this works. I will be ending the stream in a second though, because I kind of already said that I was ending the stream, but I'm wondering how this up smash is connecting. That's something that really, is confusing to me about the hero so far, is that up smash can connect out of up air. Because up smash has a really straight, like, the hitbox is pretty much only on the sword, so it's really difficult to hit it most of the time. But up air can actually line up for it pretty well, even though I didn't land it there. And then I also want to research a few things about down tilt. Like, I know down tilt's really good for doing stuff like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I actually am gonna end the stream here. So, or you know what? Let me just go back in for a thumbnail, I guess. I don't want to use the same thumbnail again on YouTube, because I had to re-upload my latest video, because I accidentally left in that thing where I checked my Mario Maker levels, which I haven't done that today, so I shouldn't be doing that later. Or here we go. So yeah, that's going to be it for now, and now I think I'm going to just quit to the main menu, turn on some music, and then look at the heroes matchup chart, or at least what I think the heroes matchup chart will be. And I'll give reasons for a lot of my placements. I haven't even started the matchup chart yet, so I'm pretty sure it's going to just show my last tier list that I made. But I will be moving characters around and then talking about them. This will be an entirely unscripted thing. I usually script, or at least try to script tier list, so this will just be me talking, and if I get stuff wrong, then try to correct me, because I probably will be saying a lot of wrong things on that. But I'll try to be as accurate as possible. But yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes.